Awesome. So we are now live on YouTube. And in this video, I'm going to take you through the how to look at human design as an ecosystem and how all the 5 different types work together like a family, like a family. So we're gonna give you that overview, and then we're going to go briefly at a high level into the 5 different types of human design energies. So the way that I like to explain the system is that human design, if you can hear Bubba in the background, we'll just have to roll with it. As a projector, I don't know how I'm going to roll with it, but anyway, we'll keep going. So you want to, when we look at the 5 different types, we'll look at them like a family or a community, an ecosystem that helps each other, that all have their purpose and all have their role. So we have the manifestor who initiates, who uses their energy to start, to initiate, to just kick off whatever they want to kick off, and ideally what's correct for them. And then we have the generator. We have 2 types. We've got the pure generator, and then we've got the manifesting generator. The way I like to differentiate the 2 is if you know I think it's called like a parable, or like the story of the tortoise and the hare, where the tortoise and the hare enter this race and they go, and the hare, the rabbit, is quite fast and takes off, and the tortoise, being slow, is quite far behind. So the hare takes a break or takes a rest, like pulls off and has a rest, and at which point the tortoise kind of catches up, and they kind of like both end up winning or getting there at the same time. And that is a really good visual or metaphor for to how we see the 2 different types of generators, of the generator and the manifesting generator. They are here to work, to create, to respond to what life is presenting to them, and go for it, and to create, go to work on it. Then we have our projectors, which are my kin, right? I am a projector, and we are here to guide. That's what we're here to be, is to guide the generator, or to guide humanity. And we are very wise. We can see. We've got deep wisdom, but the key thing is to ensure that we are recognized and where we are guiding. The last type is the reflector, who reflects back to us how we're all doing as an ecosystem, as a collective, as a family. Being so open in their design, like in their body, they're so open, and what that means is that they absorb the energy of all those around them, like we all do, but the reflector is completely open. That's what makes them a reflector. And so they reflect back to us how we're doing. Like, are we on or are we off as humanity, or in their environments? It's like, is that environment on or off, So I just wanted to outline really quickly the different roles and how we all working together. Reflectors letting us know how we're doing, the projectors guiding us, the generators actually completing the work, completing the tasks that need to be done to create, the world that we live in. And then the manifestors just like unapologetically like kicking off what they feel correct to do, to start, actually, is probably a better word. Manifestors just kicking off what they feel cool, what they feel correct to start. So that's the overview and the ecosystem of human design, and how I look at it. Because we can look at the different types and go, oh, I wish I was a generator where I could just like do so much. Because there are a lot of types, that don't have that sacral energy. And if you're new to human design, just go with me. You'll learn about this somewhere down the line. But there's 3 of the types: manifestor, projector, and reflector. We don't have the sacral energy. We don't have the motor that the generators have, and yet we act like generators. Like, we work our guts out, and we overdo it and we work, and this is the way that the world's set up, and we're just not built like that. And um yeah, it's it's like it's easy to go, oh yeah, I wish I was a generator. Or sometimes people notice the wisdom and the depth of a projector, and are like, you know what, I wish I would give to just like be able to see like that, to be able to be seen as wise and be recognized as being wise. And so the point I'm trying to make here is that we can look at the other types that we are not, and wish, oh, wish I had some of what they have. But one that's it's kind of useless um, time spent, because we're not, in our body we are energetically designed one way, and that's how it is for this lifetime. And so wasting time on, I wish, comparing ourselves to the other types is, yes, what I say is like wasted time, when we can really just get to understanding what it is that, or how it is that we are created, and how our energy works, and understanding that we all have our place. Like without one, the ecosystem, it kind of falls apart. Each type is necessary. So let's jump into some of the types, well, all of the types, and just go a little bit deeper into, like, to give you an idea of three things. Like, one, how much of the population is a certain type. Two, what benefits, what we can see at a high level playing out when we are operating correctly, and when we're not, or when these types are operating correctly, and when they're not. And when I talk about operating correctly, I mean human design is fundamentally about returning the power back to the body. It's about returning the decision-making processes, returning the trust back to the body, and it's about listening to where the body is asking us to go with life. Our mind is telling us that we should go in this direction, but our body might be wanting us to go in this direction. And so there's this journey of listening and trusting where the body, which is our life, right, our subconscious, where our soul is asking us to go. And the third piece is around just one little thing when I think about these types of just what we are actually here for. Like, the key is, this is just my guidance as a predictor, just like thinking about these types, like what's the one theme, or like the thing that really sums up. But can we ever sum it up? No, but it's just one thing I wanted to share. So we're going to go through how much of the population are each type, how we can see at a high level if we're acting in alignment with what's correct, and how we can see when we're not. And then also just that one theme that really sums up each of the types, just for this video. So before we dive in, also, like, I don't teach human design. I am here to guide those who are wanting to take that journey to listen to listening to the body, to the being. And actually, I might do a second video. This feels like I might do a second video and actually break down the types, because I wanted to keep this quite short, and Mother's just rocked up at home. So I think that is a good indication that I'm going to do a second video. So catch me on the next one, or the human design types.